Hello and welcome to the Captain's Table. Today is Monday, and what Monday means to me is red beans and rice. I was born and raised in the city of New Orleans, well, actually just outside of the city of New Orleans, by about 7 miles. And every Monday was red beans and rice day. The reason for that was Monday used to be laundry day, and the cook in the house, the mom or the wife at the time, would put on a pot of beans, and she could leave them all day, let them cook. On a conventional stove, it takes about 6 to 7 hours to do a really good pot of red beans. So I'm going to show you a way to do it a little quicker. And so that's what we're going to do today. First thing you want to know is that there's only a couple of types of kidney beans you really want to use for this. One's called a Camellia red kidney bean. Actually, it's packaged just around the corner from where I grew up, and it's pretty much what everybody in the restaurant trade and individuals in New Orleans, that's pretty much what they use, are the Camellia beans. The other one is the Goya bean, which is very easy to find here in Texas. It's a very high quality product, just like the Camellias are a very high quality product. Anyway, I'm going to be doing 2 pounds of beans today. This is pretty much everything that goes in them. And there's a couple of shortcuts. The first thing you want to do when you're doing this is take the beans, dump them into a colander, and that allows you to kind of look at them and see if there's anything in there you don't want in there. With the Camellia beans, I have to be honest, I have never found anything. And then you just rinse them off under the sink, let them drain for a minute. Next thing you want to do is you want to do one of two things. One of the seasoning mixes for this is called mirepoix. I went ahead and chopped some up to do it the hard way. Or you can buy mirepoix, which is simply onions, celery, and bell pepper chopped up. You can buy this at pretty much any grocery store. And this is usually the way I go because it's quick and it's just as good as almost as good as the stuff you chop up yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the beans in the pot. This is a pressure cooker, by the way. I bought this several years ago and discovered that it really works well. I can do what normally takes anywhere from 5 to 7 hours. I can do it in about 2.5 hours with this, and they come out every bit as good. So you put the beans in. You put a total of 10 cups of water. I already had 4 in there. Put 10 cups of water in there. You take your mirepoix, you put that in there. And then the seasoning mix is a combination of salt, garlic powder, and a product called Tony Chachere's, which you can find at almost every grocery store. And you just basically put that in there to taste. I like a lot of garlic, so the next thing I'm going to put in it is minced garlic. I think I do that just to irritate my wife. And I just put a teaspoon of minced garlic in there. Okay, now, to do it right, you've got to have ham hocks. Okay? And I've already rinsed these. You can buy these in the meat department at most grocery stores. They're smoked. And I'll just put 2 of those in there as well. The sausage you're going to use, this is turkey sausage because I'm trying to behave myself. I prefer the regular stuff, but this is pretty good too. And andouille sausage. Now, the process, I'm going to set this for 30 minutes. And it will cook for 30 minutes. After that 30 minutes, I'll open it up, I'll stir it, and I'll start making the beans heavier by smashing some of the beans. I'll give it a heavier gravy. But that's when I'll put this in, because you don't want this to overcook, otherwise it just tastes like cardboard. So I'm going to put the top back on and make sure it's good and secure. This one locks automatically. This pressure cooker is great. You can't accidentally open it when it's under pressure. You can't. It won't let you move it. You have to physically reach back here and unlock it. And if it's under pressure, it won't let you unlock it. So there's no way to blow the lid off this thing and hurt yourself. Then I come in here and I turn it on, pressure. And the other cool thing about this one is by turning this knob, it lets you select beans. I set it on 30 minutes, push the button, and I'm done. And we'll be back in 30 minutes, see how it's doing. And while I'm waiting for the pressure cooker to get the temperature, I'm browning the sausage. You just want to put a little bit of a singe on as much of it as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it just adds a little bit to the flavor of the beans when you brown the sausage before you put it in. And I'll have that done here in just a few minutes. Okay, well, the pressure cooker is finished, and so I'm going to release pressure on it now. And that can be a little noisy and a little scary sometimes, but not too bad. As soon as that steam goes away, it'll be safe to open this up. And that'll take a couple of minutes, so there's no reason to sit here and watch it. Okay, well, we're still letting steam off, but as you can see, it's still steaming. And even though it's unlocked, it won't let you move it. So this is much safer than the old stovetop models that you could easily overheat and easily have serious problems with. So if you're going to use a pressure cooker, I recommend buying a good quality pressure cooker that you don't have to worry about. Something that'll do the job for you and do it safely. So. Okay, enough pressure is off of here now to where we can actually remove the top. Get a lot of condensation in the lid, so you want to set that off to the side. Come in here and you stir it around, and as you're doing it, you'll notice that the ham hocks are starting to fall apart. That is the nature of a pressure cooker. Now, what I'm doing is I'm taking the spoon, and if you look at the spoon, it's got holes in it, and I'm just mashing some of the beans up against the side of the pot. What that does is it thickens up the liquid inside, which gives you that heavier gravy, if you will. Lets more of the flavor out. Just scrape the sides. Do this. Doesn't have to be long. A couple of minutes. Now, as you can see, I've already browned all of the sausage, so I'll go ahead and put that in now. This is my go-to frying pan, so pardon the way it looks. Get all of that mixed in good. I'll go ahead and reset the lid, and reset the timer for another 30 minutes. Then we'll see where we're at after that. Now I've reset the top. It's locked. Check to make sure it's locked. Now I'm going to reset the timer. Dial it back down here to beans. And set it on 30 minutes. In 30 minutes we'll come back and take a look and see what we've got. Okay, we've gone another 30 minutes. It's looking great. It's ready to go. But I think I'm going to give it another 10 minutes just to make the beans a little softer. Although they could be not a problem. You can eat them now if you want to, but I'm going to give them another 10 minutes under pressure. And in the meantime, I have started the rice. Rice will be done in about 5 minutes. And we're set for another 10 minutes. And it's ready to go. So I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Okay, well, it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes since I started, and as you can see, we're done. Best beans and rice you'll ever find, promise you. So, hope somebody is able to use this. Recap: basically used a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon of garlic, minced garlic, and about a teaspoon of Tony's. I used andouille sausage, 1 pound, and 1 pound of regular smoked sausage. And I browned the sausage before I put it in. I used a pressure cooker, set it on 30 minutes. Once that was over with, I set it on another 30 minutes after stirring it and smashing some of the beans. And another 10 minutes after that, 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I hope you can use it, and thanks for watching.